We are getting our most extreme view of Katie Holmes since she kicked Tom Cruise to the curb and divorced him. Holmes is all set to star in the all-new Broadway play Debt Accounts. It starts previews on November 3rd. Showbiz Tonight has your first look at Katie as she opens up about her work with her new co-stars and director Jack O'Brien.
I'm really excited to be working with Teresa. I think her writing is wonderful because the characters are real and going through things that we as the audience really recognize.
The behavior is funny. She doesn't write jokes. It's knee-jerk, and then they might backpedal, and I love that because that's what most people do. Exactly. Yeah.
They're usually,
We speak before all the information has come out. Jack, I mean, his resume says it all. I just trust him. I don't know how else to say it.
I was very excited to work with Jack. And you. I'm just really thrilled. I don't know. You're in your dressing room, they say, it's Saturday night on Broadway. It's so exciting.
Gosh. Katie Holmes, she's a multi-layered, very sophisticated young woman, and I can't wait to see the results. And this is this extraordinary combination of morals, comedy, and money.
What audiences are going to get is something different every night. We are very lucky people.
Totally.
Do that again. We do that again. So Katie, we had.
Let me bring in pop culture expert Brian Baltazar, who's in New York. Brian is editor for PopGoesTheWeek.com. Also, New York is Amanda Seals, host of MTV's Hip Hop POV. And Amanda, I want to start with you. I'm looking at this video and thinking, Katie looks amazing. She seems really happy. She's got great energy. She's joking around. Now think about it. It's now been, what, about 3 months since her divorce from Tom? And I'm thinking, she's thinking, so much for Tom Cruise. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking that most people are watching this wanting her to say something about Tom Cruise, even though it has nothing to do with what she's talking about. But it is great to see that she's doing fine. And I think a lot of folks are really just happy to see that she is, trudging forward and that there is no Tom, but she's still Katie Holmes. But she's so bland to me. I mean, you got to be kind of bland to...
Really?
Yeah, I get a blandness from Katie Holmes.
Even when she was Joey on Dawson's Creek?
Especially when she was Joey on Dawson's Creek.
I think, Brian, you were probably a big Joey fan on the Dawson's Creek.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, looking at her, I feel like she has the weight of 1,000 Scientologists off her back. I think the elephant in the room for her is always going to be, are they going to ask me about Tom?
Yeah.
Are they going to ask me about Tom? So there's a little bit of reluctance, but the funny thing is I look at her, I know she's a grown woman. I still see a kid a little bit. But I'm happy for her. She seems free. I'm happy to see her free.
Yeah, and think about it. So she's on Broadway now. From all accounts, Surrey seems to be doing okay here in New York City. Is it safe to say, Amanda, at least in the eyes of the public, that she's coming out on top in this divorce?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I think that for what it's worth, Tom and his Scientology sect don't have the greatest sway when it comes to their side of the story. So, for her to come out of that looking like she's unscathed and still working, and now she's also the face of Bobbi Brown Cosmetics, she's winning. She is winning.
Yeah, look how much we're talking about Katie Holmes. Who would have thought that before the whole Tom Cruise thing? Good for her. I'm happy to see she seems to be doing so well.